Let's just talk a little bit about what you use these type games, these scrimmages for, and obviously there's no results, but just talk about and how you feel about your team.
Look, these scrimmages are fun. You get to go against two different opponents as opposed to one, and we got a lot of work in. We were out here for 2.5 hours getting after it. Two really good, solid programs, that we got to go against, and I'm excited to see our team has a little toughness, man. To have a little physicality about them. We know what we have on the skill group, but our big guys on the inside played tough today, and that really kind of excited me.
Yeah, a little spunk there at the end. They were getting a little fired up.
Maybe a little bit too much spunk sometimes, but I have no problem with that, man. This is football. It's a physical game. These boys been waiting to hit somebody else for a long time. All these boys, and that's what happens sometimes.
Lastly, talk a little bit about where you think you guys are right now and how you feel about everything.
I think as opposed to last year, or in comparison, we're leaps and bounds ahead of where we were. I like where we're at. I think we have a lot of stuff to clean up, but I really like where we're at as far as our unit goes in our group.
Right, John, just talk a little bit about, finally getting to work against another team, and I know that excites you guys to finally see somebody other than with a black jersey on.
Yeah, we've been working for 3 weeks, and we didn't play a spring game, so we didn't even get to play an opponent in the spring game. So it was fun for our guys to be able to get out here. It was nice to be able to play two different teams. You get two different schemes you got to prepare for. And I think it was good work for us heading into the Jamboree.
Talk about where you think your guys are. We talked last week, and but just overall a sense of where you think you are right now.
You can always improve your conditioning. I thought our execution was okay. I thought our communication was really good. We have an experienced group. So I think that we'll be able to build on that. I think our guys know what they're stepping into. They know the conditioning that we got to get into, the shape we got to be in for week one. But I'm excited where we are.
Lastly, do you start changing anything up practice-wise as you head into Jamboree week and it's getting closer to be for real?
I don't know if you change too much other than probably just getting into what your game routine is for a game week. Thursday's typically a lighter practice. Monday is you're actually got some film. You got an idea of what your opponent's doing, so you're spending more time on film. But we're going to still do the same stuff on the practice field itself.
Coach Tommy Connors and Coach, talk about how these things go. I mean, scrimmages, you're just trying to find what you can find about your football team against somebody else.
Well, find out if you're in shape right away. And we played, that was 3 hours of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So naturally, you learn as you get fatigued, you got to figure out how to push through it and make sure you execute all the way through. So a step in the right direction in endurance, preseason. Step in the right direction, we finally got to hit somebody else, which was great for all three teams. All three teams were a class act, and all three teams made plays. All three teams gave up plays, and it was a joy to be a part of. And I'm glad the season's here, man. This has been a long 8 months without it.
And not just really 8 months, it's been a whole process since you became coach a couple years ago. And just talk about how you feel about where you guys are right now.
Hey, we're still in the phase where every day you get better. Every day you got to get better. When we get out of that phase, I don't know. I'm not sure if that ever happens. But it is. This is their last weekend off, and then from then on, it's every day, 6 days a week. How good can we get? Can we peak at the right times? Can we finish games? Can we execute under pressure? Can we cause pressure? Can we cause other teams to make mistakes? Can we not beat ourselves? There's plenty of questions left unanswered after a scrimmage that didn't have a live quarter. So next week we'll get a shot at a couple of live quarters, and we'll learn a lot more lessons. And then, as ready as we can be for week one, we'll try to be.
Tommy Connors, thanks.
Thank you.